Hey everybody, KC here. So 2 weeks from Monday is Valentine's Day. And I actually know some retailers who have some trepidations about this year's Valentine's Day. Not because they're worried about getting the right thing for their spouses, but because this year Valentine's Day actually comes the day after the Super Bowl. And people are wondering, I wonder if we're going to get the same sales bump the day before Valentine's Day that we ordinarily would, since everybody's going to be home watching football. Interesting problem. That's not what I want to talk about today. There was a piece in Axios the other day which made the point that more and more brands are actually giving their customers a heads up and allowing them to opt out of marketing emails, promotional emails that they would get before a holiday like Valentine's Day. And that's because, not everybody celebrates Valentine's Day. In fact, holidays like that for a lot of people can kind of make them anxious, can increase tension, and they don't even want to be reminded that it's Valentine's Day. And you may think this, oh, come on, everybody celebrates Valentine's Day if they've got somebody. The fact of the matter is, in the United States, and there was a survey recently that said that only 52% of respondents were going to observe the holiday. That was last year. That was down from 63% in 2009. This may be one of those Hallmark holidays that sort of, maybe time is passing its by. It's hard to tell. But even for the people who are aware of the holiday, again, it's one of those things that might just create a lot of anxiety. So some marketers are basically saying, let's ask people if they'd like us to give them promotions for Valentine's Day. And by the way, that could apply to virtually any holiday. It could apply to Thanksgiving. It could apply to Christmas. It could apply to Easter. It could apply to 4th of July. It could apply to Arbor Day, for God's sakes, right? To ask your customers if there are holidays they really don't want to have to get promotions for, I think that's a really good thing for retailers to do. You shouldn't make the assumption that people are necessarily going to want to celebrate the holidays that you want to hype because it's your job as a business person. Sometimes you look a lot better to that customer. You create more loyalty if you're sensitive to what their interests are and what their needs are. And the fact of the matter is, retailers have the ability to get this information about their customers. And it's a smart thing to do, in part because there's so much advertising out there. I saw a survey the other day that said that in the 1970s, basically people were exposed to 500 ads a day. Now they're exposed to like 5,000 ads a day. So the more that retailers can do to kind of cut the clutter, they then become sort of a preferred source of a product and hopefully a preferred source of information for the consumers to whom they're being sensitive. There's no reason in the world that retailers can't do this. I think it's a smart thing to do. And, do this. And even the customers who don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, they may love you a little bit more. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.